I made over £10,000 from a £96 product that I haven't even built yet. And I'm going to show you how. But let me start by saying this. You don't need to have everything built before you can sell it. You can simply just sell a structured idea to people, providing you've got enough attention. You don't need thousands of followers. You just need the right followers. You put a potential idea in front of them and then you gauge their interest. If they're interested, sell them the thing. If they're not, don't. Or find another angle. And that's what I did just this week. And I'm going to show you exactly how I pulled in 5 figures from a product priced at 96 quid before it even existed, simply with a Notion page, a Calendly page, a LinkedIn poll, and a handful of emails. Now, the product is called the LinkedIn Blueprint, and it shows people how to generate leads on LinkedIn without all the typical guru bullshit. So I'm going to walk you through exactly how we did it step by step. So firstly, I identified the problem from both sides, my side and the audience's side. So starting with myself, I hate low ticket stuff. Okay. I feel like typically it attracts the wrong people and usually causes too much admin, too many headaches, that kind of thing. But because my flagship offer is multiple 4 figures, not everyone can afford it, or the trust isn't there just yet for people to join us. So I felt like there could be this stopgap solution, something affordable, which people are going to view as a no-brainer, something that ticked a few boxes for us as a business, firstly, something that's scalable, something we make money from, something that builds trust with our target market, something that can be a standalone product once it's made, and something we can use as a springboard to upsell people into content to clients, which is the flagship program. And the idea itself ticked all of these boxes and probably some more as well. So next, I started to look at it from the market's point of view. All right. People want to win clients on LinkedIn, but they don't know how. People are overwhelmed with gurus and experts who are all talk and no results. And they're skeptical of buying high ticket programs because some coaches have given the industry a bad name. And then on a more tactical level, they want to know what to do each day rather than just sitting down at the desk and guessing. They want to be able to put out content that captures attention, builds trust, and converts people into leads. And then they want to be able to maintain that lead flow consistently and understand how to send DMs to people without feeling like a little weirdo. All these boxes were ticked from the idea. I was already making a full module on LinkedIn for the latest version of the Content to Clients program anyway. So win or lose, this wasn't much extra work. If you want to do something similar, the best advice I can give to you is to prep the shit out of whatever your idea is. All right. Just in case it pops off. We chose a date 5 weeks in the future to give us time to build the thing if it sparked the interest we hoped it would. Then we just reverse engineered the milestones and the marketing strategy from there. So when you're doing things like this, and most times in business, beginning with the end in mind is absolutely key. The next thing we did was agree on a price point. And we chose 96 quid to begin with, way less than most of these wankers charge for their courses. Okay, even more of a no-brainer. Plus, we decided to make it even more valuable and decided that I'd deliver it live so people would actually get a taste of working with me and they could get all the questions answered in real time too. And we can probably upsell people to C2C during the live presentation. And we can probably collect a shitload of testimonials and social proof on the day too, which is going to help us sell the standalone course later on. So the live element ticks a lot of boxes too. All the boxes getting ticked. Okay. So what did we do? Well, next we prepped a few bonuses, digital scalable assets that already existed, which meant we didn't have to put any extra time or effort into building them because they were already there. Why bonuses? Well, we can use them to drive urgency, which I'll talk about a little bit later. So we settled on a few. We settled on sending copies of my book to the first 20 people that signed up. We settled on free access to a full LinkedIn Sales Navigator training. Then we settled on a swipe file of 100 high-performing LinkedIn hooks, and we agreed to give people lifetime access to the course as well. And we also chose another urgency tactic, okay, to tell people that the price for the standalone course will be 500 quid or more once it's released and once it's fully packaged up. And £96 versus £500 is hopefully a big enough driver for people to take action quickly. Now, it's at this point that I need to admit I didn't do all this alone, okay? I have to give a huge shout out to Katie Skelton. She was behind a lot of the strategy here. She wrote the emails, she mapped out the process, and basically she owned the whole launch. So she deserves like 80% of the credit for this success, if not more. Therefore, here's a picture of her working in a field. Firstly, we emailed my newsletter list, okay? A very simple email. I'm thinking of doing this. Here's a few benefits. Click this link if you're interested. Then we sat back. Was this really going to work? And I can't lie, I had my doubts, lots of doubts. And then I thought, it, what is the worst that can happen? So a few hours later, when I checked back in, over 100 people had signed up. And this is just to the wait list. It's not necessarily to buy the product just yet. So as soon as we had that validation, we're like, nice, time to get to work on the Notion page. And here's what that looked like. Simple as hell. All right. We outlined the problems that people were facing. We detailed who it was for and who it wasn't for. We then broke down the modules, the investment, and the bonuses. And then we embedded a Calendly page for people to book in and purchase. But hold on, we haven't actually put anything out on social media yet. So I just thought, let's do another ask. And I put together a LinkedIn poll. Very simple. All right. I talked about the fact that over 100 people had already signed up to the wait list, so it was in demand. I discussed the outcomes and I asked people if they potentially, just potentially, be interested. And it turns out 65 of them were. For anyone that voted on the poll, and notice if we go back to the image of the poll, all the options are positive, okay? No negatives in there. Do you want to learn more? Give me the info, count me in, I'll buy anything. Sounds amazing, okay? No negative reactions allowed. So I just sent them a DM with the details. Hey, Pauline, how you doing? Thanks for voting on the poll. All the details for the LinkedIn blueprint are on the page below, but get in fast, capital letters. We've got some amazing bonuses, and I'm probably going to cap the number of attendees too. Good news is it's under 100 quid, and you get lifetime access as well with the link. And then people started buying it. All right? They were replying to me, telling me they'd signed up and that they couldn't wait and that they were grateful and how this was a stepping stone to them joining C2C. Fucking amazing. All from a LinkedIn poll and from an email. But there was one thing still to come, the missing piece of the puzzle, which was Katie Skelton's email strategy. Now, I have an email list, but I never really sell to them. I send one email every Monday with pure value, and I send another email every Thursday pushing my latest YouTube video. But I mentioned before that we reverse engineered the timeline, right? So over a 3-week period, we sent 10 emails, a mixture of sales and value. So we sent the original ask. Then we sent an email the day later saying we're doing it. Then we did a couple of emails on LinkedIn talking about why it's the golden age and why it's so hot right now. Then we drilled into one of the specific topics that we're going to cover in the course, which is the importance of the LinkedIn profile. Then we talked about a mindset shift or a mindset trait that a lot of people have when it comes to working with us, where they say, oh, I'll just get one more client, then I'll join, and why that's bullshit. Then we recorded a quick explainer video of me just walking through the Notion page, one take. Then we let people know the blueprint's filling up fast. That was on the 3rd of September. On the 4th of September was 3 emails, and that was the final call for the bonuses expiring. So firstly, bonuses are expiring. Secondly, you know it's serious when I email twice in a day. And thirdly, my wife's actually hurt her back, so I'm putting the kids to bed and I can't turn this off right now. Therefore, you've got a bit of extra time to go ahead and buy it. And the key thing here was these bonuses. People hate to miss out on free shit. And when we use the urgency of these bonuses running out, that's when my phone screen started to look like this. Stripe notification after Stripe notification after Stripe notification. And I couldn't believe it. And I'll tell you the best bit in a minute, but at the time of recording this, we have still got 2 weeks left. 2 weeks left for us to inject more urgency by putting the price up, probably about a week from the launch date. So we'll stick another 50 to 100 quid on the course, but we'll give people a deadline, okay? We'll inject that FOMO again. And because of this tactic, we're probably going to see even more sales than we originally thought. So in the background, whilst all this has been going on, obviously I've been prepping the materials and they are looking fresh as hell, all right? I'm sick of going into high ticket programs and seeing them only present Google Docs. So I've made sure that this is all really nicely made and it's super easy to digest. Not only that, I've built an exclusive tracker that is going to show you exactly what you need to post based on your objective. And no one's seen this yet. And I could probably charge a couple of £100 just for this alone. But before I shoot off, I want to give you 3 quick fire takeaways from this whole experience. Number 1 is that you don't need to have something fully built before you sell it. All you need is an outline and a clear promise of what you deliver. That's it. Just get the idea out there, and then the market will validate it for you. Your market will tell you if it's good enough. Too many people go and try and tell the market what's good, and that is a shit idea. You don't get to decide if your shit is good or not. Other people decide. Number 2, you're probably not sending enough direct offers. Most people are too focused on delivering value through their emails, and that's important, don't get me wrong, but if you're not making clear direct offers to your email list, you're leaving money on the table. And number 3, the final takeaway, the LinkedIn blueprint was part of a bigger plan anyway. This course that I'm releasing is just one tiny part of our content to clients program. So we were building it no matter what. Repurposing content and stuff that you're already making is a win-win. To wrap this up, what are the results? I don't know yet because at the time of recording this, we've still got 2 weeks left. But alongside C2C, this has resulted in a 70K month, all right? 50K cash collected from Stripe and another 10 grand in bank transfers as well. All whilst I took 9 days off on holiday with the fam down south in the UK with my phone turned off for about 90% of the time. Glorious. So if you want results like some of the people that you see on the screen right now, we've got Emma closing 8K clients, Phil, systems consultant, made his money back within 3 weeks of joining our content to clients program. Dina has got 21 high ticket 4K clients, and she's now having to scale a group model. We've got Bushra landing 7K clients. Alistair, 7 grand monthly recurring revenue, which means every month he opens his doors, he starts on 7 grand. Then you can book a call with us to discuss the program on the link below this video. Or if you just want to start small, you can grab a copy of the LinkedIn blueprint and you can start to get your house in order today.